MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Oops, wrong button. Scotty Ray and Candace, it is Thursday. How are you today?
Yes, I'm good. I'm really good.
You were all out and about last night. You went to the big Christmas tree lighting. Was it fun?
It was. I'm glad we went. It was really fun. And, of course, my son was running around with all the other kids out there. They were running around the Christmas tree. I had to tell him to get back over there by us because, it just makes me nervous when they get out of your sight. But, it was a lot of people there and just a lot of different little events. They had people singing on the steps of City Hall. And
how was the crowd?
It was it was a fairly big crowd. It really was. They had several little things set. I think somebody was doing hot chocolate. There was a little stand set up with one of the local churches giving away cookies. Oh. Really cute little like Christmas tree light cookies. Santa Claus was walking around. Alden got a picture with him. It was pretty. And then we rode around town and took pictures of just different places, that had their lights, their places lit up and stuff. It's really pretty. If you hadn't been downtown, there's a lot of pretty lights.
Let's show the video because you got some video from last night. And let me go over here and pull this up. And here's you saw we're having trouble. Oh, well, I don't guess I need to learn more why it's having trouble, do I?
Yeah, I don't know why. It just all of a sudden said, sorry.
Yeah, it was working just a second ago. Mm-hmm. So we'll go back to it here in a few moments.
I can send it to you again if you want me to.
Well, let me see what I can do here.
Anyway, it was really a neat thing to see, and I'm glad. I was thinking they were going to do the lighting like right at 5 p.m.
No,
but they didn't. All the other little events came before that, but I was glad we went. So
I think I almost
glad they
got
had
this.
that. You know. But and then we rode out to Minnebucket Road. I have some pictures from there. So
yeah, here's the Christmas tree lighting there. Because it happened last night. That's pretty. It changes colors, doesn't it?
Yeah, to the music. Like they'll have music.
So that's a big deal. And of course, you can still go by downtown Meridian and look at the tree. It'll be set up there on the City Hall lawn. Hope you can do that.
Yes.
Now, you also took some pictures also that of the scene.
That was from a distance. If you got up closer, it was packed up there.
Right.
It was a lot of people. That was way back where the tree is by the street behind the tree. But
that's the tree before dark went down.
Yes.
And let's see, there's the tree lit. That's pretty.
Yes, it like you said, it changes colors. And then as the music was playing, it was doing little dance. I love this picture. It just looks like a postcard.
There you go. Downtown Meridian. It was a fun night.
It was. But we have a lot of people watching already this morning.
Yeah.
We have Joyce Godwin and Bill Reinhardt, the people that watch every day. We're so appreciative of you watching. Yeah. And Charlie Paget, if I said that right, good morning. Wayne and Dolores Roberts. And then Debbie Malone, she's watching from Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Appreciate that. Also, Charlotte Gray from Philadelphia, and also Angela watching us from Carmichael.
That's right.
You said you went out to Minnebucket. Is that all set?
Yes, it is. And it was very pretty. We rode there 3 times.
Couldn't get enough.
The first time, my pictures didn't do so hot, and I was like, what's going on? So the second time, I took some better pictures, and then the third time was so I could see everything without having to take pictures.
Well, that makes sense.
it was fun and very pretty. They really go all out. They put a lot of time and I'm sure a lot of money. I mean, we kept thinking, I don't even know how much this would be, and I would hate to know how much the power bill was. But,
yeah, it does make your meter jump.
Yes, but they put a lot of time and effort into that just for all of us. So if you have not seen it, go on Minnebucket Road. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
You drive all the way through around a pond and, at some point, I know one year they gave hot chocolate out at the end, probably maybe closer to Christmas. If they still do that, I don't know, but something to see. It really is. And I have pictures and I'll send them.
We used to, when the kids were little, always drive around and do the Christmas light look. And that really makes it feel like Christmas. Get you into the mood of everything.
I love it. I love seeing all the lights.
So do y'all take that extra step and do the outside decorations? Do you do a lot?
We have a big, I think it's about 9 feet, 10 feet tall cross in our front yard that we cover with lights. And That's about all. I mean, I put little Christmas trees and wreaths on my doors and stuff.
No blow-ups?
I don't have any blow-ups, and I was going to buy some, and then Kurt said, how long do you think that's going to last with the dogs?
Good point.
They would have probably attacked them. So I don't know. But
there's a lot of folks that go way out on that. My neighbor Larry just really, I need to go take pictures of Larry's stuff. He gets on it early and gets it up.
Yes.
And it is a family event. And as you look at if you Google this stuff, they have competitions nationwide of people that go for, I got the best lights, I guess is the best way to word it.
Have you ever watched the show that they have on? I cannot remember what channel. I want to say it was just like a local channel that I had it on the other night, but maybe not. But anyway, they have a competition, and they go around different areas, states and stuff, and they take... I mean, these people have their whole yard. I'm talking about some of them cover the whole lawn with lights, the roof lines of their house, and it looks like the Griswolds. I mean, really.
Ain't nothing like it.
No.
But if you've got pictures of anything, we'd love to see it. Let me see here. I want to say I had some pictures sent in. Let me go here. Yeah, here we go. This was sent in. Al sent me this from Al's Gardening Gift, and let me pull this up. Here's his pictures there. This is Twin State Customs next door.
Okay.
And Al's got that in front. And I want to say, let me see if I can hit a button here. I'm going to go with, let me see here. I may have to hit a button twice.
I think they're so pretty.
That is pretty. And again, if you've got some lights, we would love to hear from you.
Yes.
Send us your pictures, and we'll throw that up so everybody else can see it.
Yes.
Pretty neat
really
stuff.
gets you in the spirit,
I'm trying to get in the spirit.
Oh, yeah. There was, but the one at Mennebucket Road, they have so many different, not so many, I don't think they have blow-ups, really. They might have had one or two, but it's all like lights. They had a deer driving a pickup truck.
That's funny.
It was cute. Just all kinds of Santas fishing down by the pond. Big, I think it's a dragon out in the water. And they have where you can tune your station also. I think Dr. Mason's house does that. Put your radio on a certain station and the music plays to the lights.
Makes it really very cool.
It is cool. It is.
Let's talk about weather a second this morning. We've had some extreme fog. I don't know if you got into any coming in.
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
It's gotten a little bit better as we pull up radar here. Now, this is Lauderdale County where we're sitting. This is Kemper, Neshoba, Winston County. But to our south, it's going to get thicker. It's just to the southwest of Clark County as we get here into Jasper County, Jones County, and all the way down here to Hattiesburg. Look how thick that is to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. You cannot be too careful today on this.
Right.
Now, we had this around Enterprise so thick earlier that you probably couldn't see your hand hardly. But that is getting better, and it's all the way over to Vicksburg. And look at this back toward Texas. So if you're leaving Meridian and going west for any reason today, you're going to be involved in some very thick fog. So we want you to be careful no matter what you do there.
Yes, be extra careful.
Now, what's the weather going to do? We've been seeing each day short sleeves, and I even think tank tops are coming back in.
It's kind of moving on into springtime weather again, and then it's going to drop, I'm sure, back down again. That's why everybody gets sick.
For the next 7 days, look at this, 75, 75, 74. We do have some mid-60s, but this is December, folks.
I know.
For the next 7 days, the coolest you're going to get at night is going to be 50.
I just hope before Christmas or at Christmas time, it's cold.
Through the 15th, it's a no. So we'll keep...
Maybe it'll get cold for Christmas. I don't like hot Christmases.
Where are my smart people? Does anybody ever remember an actual Christmas morning waking up to snow?
There was.
There was?
I can't remember how many years back, but there was. We did have a white Christmas.
It's just, they're so unexpected, and we get so excited because, and if you're watching us from a northern part, or maybe even in Tennessee, that y'all have it all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of extra special here. It's kind of like the Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm. And everybody panics and runs and gets bread and milk.
The necessities.
That's right.
You may not need it. You may have 10 loaves, but go get some more.
That's
you
right.
never know.
Get the batteries.
That's right. So that's what's happening there with the weather this morning. Chilly a little bit this morning. We did get to 48 this morning as we woke up. So Don't forget, coming up Monday morning, we're going to draw for another free mount from Jay's Taxidermy in the Battle of the Bucks. Now, how that works is anybody that enters a deer, we're going to draw for a free one. It doesn't matter how big it is. You don't have to have the biggest one of the week. We're going to draw from all the entries. So make sure to enter your deer. And this is what's happening today if you want to go deer hunting. The best time is lunchtime today.
Yes.
So if you can sneak off behind the bushes, do it. There's nothing wrong with going in the afternoon, but today they're saying the best time to hunt is going to be there. Wind today, light southwest wind becoming west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. That matters when you're out there. Have you been yet?
No, we've not been. But, I mean, like I said, we don't really have anywhere to, not a member of anywhere, and don't really have anywhere to hunt because the lease, that Kurt was doing, he's not doing that anymore. We have a place behind our house, but there's people that hunt around us also, so I don't know, how good the hunting's going to be this year.
Just ain't as good as it used to be.
No, but I do like to go and just sit in the stand and just watch, see if something walks out.
It's a great place to go leave your spouse and get peace.
Goodness.
Coming up in a few moments, we're going to be talking to Brian McCary. He's going to tell us more about Why Not Day. That's right around the corner. So we'll talk to him in just a few minutes to find out what's going on out there as well. Let's talk about, where did I do with that? Let's talk about this because at some point in your life, you're going to need this. This young lady will be there for you. And I'm talking about Snowden and Company when it comes to buying your home. It's a very, very important step in your life.
It is. You might be looking for your forever home, or you might need a starter home.
Yeah.
And they can help you out there.
See, Amanda, any of the fine salespeople that are there, 3 of them were rated the best there in the Meridian Star, most liked. They were voted on by you.
That's
You
right.
can find that dream home, as she mentioned there. And, of course, go to the website. You can browse around, take a look, see if there's something that grabs your fancy, and then go look at the home in person. Now, they're going to do the best for you when they sell your home also. Quality photos, anything that you're looking for. Here's a home in Scuba that if you're wanting to move it up there to East Mississippi Community College area, right there. Here's another beautiful home.
It is pretty.
This is a beautiful 2-car garage, maybe even more back in there. Mike could even talk them into leaving the kids' playground area back there.
Yeah, all of Angie's decorations could fit in that whole side.
They could. That's a big home. Very nice. Anything that you're looking for, see them. Even a nice double wide home. They've got these and so many more. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, by appointment on Saturday and closed on Sunday. The best of the best. They'll take care of you. It's Snowden Real Estate. A few of the pictures of the people that have bought homes lately. Yeah, visit their site. Online, they'll show you more. 5001 Poplar Springs Drive. Call them at 453-3937 is the number to call, and, they'll help you out there. See them today, and they'll help you bunches.
Every day, there are thousands of vehicles on the road that are company-owned fleet, truck, SUV, and vans. Every year, there are thousands of accidents that involve these company-owned vehicles. A company-owned vehicle accident is not just another accident. These accidents become a responsibility of not only the company driver, but also their employer.
Commercial vehicle accidents are difficult cases. I'm your Mississippi Attorney, Richard Schwartz. If you've been injured in an accident that involved a commercially owned vehicle, remember, one call, that's all.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
And welcome back when I can hit buttons correctly. Joining us now, live from the big city of Why Not, Brian McCary. How are you today, my friend? And something didn't go right. Let me see here. That's up. Let me check this. Should be there, but I'm not hearing him. Huh. Brian, can you hear me there? Nope, I'm not hearing him. So I don't know what went wrong.
Okay.
It says it's supposed to be there, is all I can tell you. And I switched back.
Maybe it just dropped the call.
Maybe so, but that's supposed to be. Wait a minute. All right, there we go. How about now, Brian? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've heard you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are live. I had I got confused, didn't have the yellow button up, so my bad on that. We've got Why Not Day coming up, and y'all have been busy getting prepared for this, haven't you?
That is correct. We have Why Not Day coming up this Saturday, December the 4th, starting at 8 a.m. We've got over 20 vendors coming. to the Wynot Community Center, and that's at 4334 Old Highway 19 South. If you head out past Bonita, like you're going to Butler, Alabama, about 10, 11, 15 miles, they'll see the signs there on the highway pointing you the way. We're going to have a bunch of things going on that day. We got a cornhole tournament. That'll be starting off registration at 8 o'clock. It's $60 to enter a team. You can do that the day of.
Right.
And first place wins $300.
Wow.
Second place $200. Third
Do you
place
have
$100.
referees set up for that?
Well, we do have some guys that, there's local cornhole tournaments that go on here all the time out here.
Does anybody really know? Does anybody really know what the actual rules are to that game? Because everybody changes them.
Yeah, I think we make them up as we go along sometimes.
But a $300 first place prize for that—that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I might have to
and we're also going to have. Y'all come on out. We're going to have plenty of. We're going to have plenty of things going on for everybody. Like I said, over 20 vendors are going to be there selling everything from Christmas ornaments to Tupperware. Even got the ladies of Bethany Baptist Church that are in the quilting. They're going to be selling handmade quilts and things of that nature. Be raffling one off. We got a raffle going on for a Heritage 22 revolver, sponsored by Rock House, Gun and Pawn, and Mike Rice Auction. We'll have Santa Claus there, the one with the real beard, taking free pictures with kids. You can decorate cookies for $2, decorate ornaments for $2. We'll have bouncy houses. Those are going to be free. And we'll be selling hamburger plates and barbecue plates there from about 11 to 2. So we got a big day planned, and just hope everybody plans to come out and catch us at Wynot Day.
And that's
it, 4334 Old Highway 19 South in Meridian, Mississippi. They're out there in the Wynot community.
Again, that's from 8 until 4, correct?
Yes, sir, 8 to 4.
All right. Well, Brian, thank you for calling in and sharing a little bit about this with us.
Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. If anybody has any questions or needs any other information, they can call me at 601-527-6155. We'd love to have y'all out.
All right. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Thank y'all.
All right.
Do hope everything turns out well for them there in Wynot. It'll be a big day.
I'd like to go out there. I have a lot of kin folks out in Wynot.
Why didn't you tell me to hit the right button over here?
Sorry. Well, I don't know all about all that.
Whoops.
Yeah.
But we got it going, and that will be a big day. Now, of course, let me go over some other things that's going to be going on Saturday. Let's start here in Clark County, what's going to be going on also. We've got parades in Shibuda and Stonewall.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's December the 4th at 11 a.m. for Shibuda, 6 p.m. for Stonewall, and then on the 6th of December, you have Quitman at 6 p.m., and on the 11th of December, Enterprise.
Let's see.
6 p.m.
We've got the Christmas parade from Meridian. Now, I'll have to take this down. This has already happened, but the Christmas parade is going to be Saturday, I believe, beginning at 6 p.m. downtown Meridian. No, parade start time, 5 p.m. Whoops.
Yeah, 5. They line up at 3, so if you're planning on having a float in that, be there, at least by 3.
Right. Let's see here. Other things going on. The Bell Cookbook is going on sale in Meridian. That's going to be Wednesday and Friday, the 8th and the 10th. That's going to be next week from 8:30 until 4:30. So if you want one of those, come on out.
And if you need a Christmas present for somebody, this is a great Christmas present.
It is.
If you know somebody that loves to cook or that's learning to cook, recipes are very easy to follow.
Or they can't cook.
Yeah, that too.
Then we'll head out to Collinsville for the big Christmas parade on the 11th.
That's going to be on a Saturday also, and they're going to live stream it, and that starts at 6 p.m.
And we got one more, if I remember correctly here. Yeah, the Town of Enterprise is going to have theirs also at Ritchie Park.
That's right. They're going to have a Christmas tree lighting, and immediately following that, they're going to do the parade, and it's December 11th at 6 p.m. They're also going to have some chili. I think it says by 3S Cowboy Church, some hot chocolate, and Christmas caroling.
And hot chocolate by the fire department there. So a busy time going on all around us.
I know. If you can't get in the spirit, you need to attend some of these events, and that should get you in the spirit.
I do not know about Philadelphia, what day their Christmas parade is on. We used to go up and be a part of that also. So
I can find that out and
let me know
that tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun to do things like that.
That's right.
Let's see. As we start, this is what we got there.
Denise Burnside said, "Where are they selling the Bell Cookbook?" If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be right outside the AT&T building, maybe downtown.
Let's go back and take a look at that.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to be. 7th Street and Bell South AT&T building.
Wednesday to Friday, that would be next week, December 8th through the 10th, from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
So there you go. We got that all out to you. Let's see, a few things that are happening nationally. I think we've all watched this movie forever and a day, Home Alone.
Yes.
And let me show the picture of this. This is the house. And I don't quite understand how they're doing it, how they're going to choose, but at least one lucky person will get to rent the house for one night for only $25. Now, you got to figure out how to get there.
Right.
But they're going to and you can even, I think, pay extra for the booby traps in the house.
Oh, okay.
So the house has been there. What a landmark.
I know, that would be neat.
Can you imagine living next to that and the pilgrimage of people coming to look at that every Christmas?
I know. That's, and sometimes you think, are they really doing this movie in this house, or is this just a set? And,
Yeah, that one actually was.
So, yeah, this would be neat to go see, because they actually did do the movie in the house.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that they'll go take a picture, like what was that? The Golden Girls. They done a drive-by with a camera in front of that house. They never done anything on the inside.
Shirley Sharp said the Philadelphia Christmas Parade is Monday, December 6th.
On a Monday night. Hope
That's
y'all can
right.
make it out for that.
I'm not sure on the price of the cookbooks. We can find out and post for Steve and Wanda McKinnon.
It might list the price there, and it does not have a price listed. We'll see what we can find out about that,
Yeah.
because I ain't got it right now.
I'll find out. My husband works for AT&T, so I will find out.
Let's see. Another big thing that is coming in 2022. When's the last time y'all been to Nashville? Done the Grand Ole Opry scene and all that?
At least 8 years ago, because I was pregnant with Alden and he's 7. So, yeah.
It's pushing 10 for me at least since I've been back. But as you go, a new restaurant is going to be there. You've had big success with, what's his name, John Rich. He's done it. Also, we've seen, what's the boy that wears the designer blue jeans that aren't real manly? The guy, Luke Bryan.
Oh, okay.
He's sissy britches is what I call him, is what he wears.
Goodness.
And it's so hard for me to listen to him, because when he's singing about sitting on the ocean, I'm thinking, sissy britches, I can't listen to you.
Yeah.
Give me some Vern Gosdin. But anyway.
You fit some and make some people mad. It'd be like me talking about Reba. I like Reba.
Don't you say she ain't pretty.
I like Reba. She is pretty, and I like her singing. I think she milks it a little bit too much
Which
sometimes.
part?
The songs. I mean,
Well,
too many runs, like.
I don't know that, but I'm real hooked on the
But I like
early
her.
Reba.
Yeah.
As you get into whoever's in New England.
I love Reba, though. Do not get me wrong. I love her.
I don't know if I believe her now, do y'all?
I do. I really do. I think sometimes they, people sing songs, and just like the national anthem.
I had somebody as a
You can
special
overdo it
guest
sometimes.
on the radio one time that said Carrie Underwood was hotter than Reba, and it was like going to be a whooping. Like people were standing out with pickets. You don't talk about Reba.
Yeah. Well, I'm not stating
I think
anything
she's hot,
I'm not the
and-
only one who probably thinks that. So
I'm going to ease a little further away from you while you say that.
okay, whatever.
But Reba is going to be opening up a restaurant. And so be ready for this in 2022 for her to get some of the action of what's going on. Toby Keith has done this also. He's got a chain now.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Daryl Worley went off into furniture.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got
Did
several
he make
furniture.
it, or he just?
He just has
Has his
storefronts and he
name.
goes
Okay.
and sings at them. A real nice
Okay.
guy. But he'll tell you what he's thinking. But Reba, we wish her luck there. I was looking at a picture of Reba, and she's starting to not look like she did on the TV show.
I really do like her, though. I like her show.
That's what I'd say at
That
this
Reba
point.
show. You ever watch that?
Yeah, it's funny.
It is so funny. She's a good actress.
The one
She's
that
really
plays
good.
the son-in-law, whatever his name
Oh,
is.
he is.
Hands down.
He's so funny. He really is, yeah.
Also, we're getting the Christmas on the River is going to be happening this weekend. And I think James Spann, if I am not mistaken, is going to be there signing his books that he's written for children about weather. What a great guy he is. And he started in Demopolis, Alabama, had a big-time job, went back to Demopolis, bought a radio station, and then he got the offer to go to Birmingham, and he is what he is today. Huge guy in weather. So see James Spann over there, if you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Let's see here. As we get into what's going on with this deal with the shooter, and let me find this picture. I want y'all to see this picture of what the mug shot looks like of this kid. It's very... And where did it go? I don't see it. Let's see if I can update here and find it. But I thought I loaded that earlier this morning of the kid, and I may not have.
It's very disturbing, that we have kids doing this. I mean,
yeah, for whatever reason, I got a missing post, and I thought I'd put it up. But let's go over to the news stories that deals with this, and I thought I'd be able to find the picture real quick of this kid, and I have not. But it is, here it is.
Yeah.
Right there. What do you say about what has gone on over the last 24 hours over this?
I mean, I had heard that the father had bought the gun several days before that. And I don't know. I mean, it has to be some kind of a indication that, your child, I would think it could be capable of doing something to harm somebody else, or maybe that they're disturbed in some kind of way, or something's really bothering them or something. I don't know. I mean, you would think if you're any kind of involved with your child that you would see some kind of a sign, but maybe I'm wrong.
2 hours before the shooting, the parents were at the school with a news conference about him, his behavior at school. He had posted over the weekend before a picture of the gun that he actually used, claimed it was his, but it was his dad's gun that he took. And then also they put a stomped out, we even talked about it yesterday, I thought it to be the truth at the time, that he stood outside a classroom door and pretended to be a cop. Well, after they've gone back and looked at video, that really was a cop outside the door saying it's okay. They were just scared and panicked and thought it was the shooter saying that.
Right.
That would have been a new twisted sickness.
Well, I had heard that they had, somebody had... it was a video, or maybe it was just like on the phone or something. I don't know. They recorded something, but somebody was outside the door. It sounded like a young guy,
that was
like
a
teenager. But it said, "Open the door, bro."
Yeah, that was a cop.
Is that the one? Okay. Well, yeah, they said something doesn't sound right about that. But I guess it's better to be safe than sorry, though. I probably wouldn't open the door either.
No, not with shooting going on. It is best to be. But he will be arraigned. He has been charged, and they are going to charge him as an adult, which they should.
Yes.
This was premeditated. This was not. Now, there's back and forth rumors of did bullying push him to this? Is this what caused it? That's what some are saying. Others say, no, he wasn't bullied. I don't know.
I don't know either. I know bullying is a real thing that goes on all the time. I mean, it does happen. Yeah, it does. And I feel like a lot of times there could be a lot more done about that. Now, is that a justification for somebody to do this? No, it is not. I feel like sometimes, though, there's not a lot of options that kids feel like they have. You know what I'm saying? Like to talk to somebody. I'm not at all saying that's okay. It is not okay to harm somebody else in any kind of way.
They've, we lost another person yesterday, so it's 4 now, and there could be more. There's still about 6 to 7 people in the hospital, some of them in critical condition from this.
Yes.
He shot roughly 30 times, had 7 bullets still in another clip, plus some in a backpack somewhere. He was prepared to do as much damage as he could.
Awful.
I hope this is dealt with.
I can't imagine what the parents of these kids are going through, and even their classmates, their friends. So sad.
Another gun incident that went on over the last few days was in South Carolina. A guy owned a gun shop, and he was going to play a prank on an employee. He thought he grabbed a BB gun. He did not. He grabbed an actual gun, and the employee is now dead. They have barred him from touching guns at all. He can't possess any guns until this is over.
Well, even if you had a BB gun,
you don't point
why would you
anybody.
Point any kind of a gun? I mean, a BB can hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Especially at a close range. I mean, goodness. You don't do that.
But that was in South Carolina is where that went on. We'll watch that case closely over the next little bit to see what becomes of that also. So we're, boy.
I mean, we've always been even like strict on play guns.
Yeah.
I mean, toy guns. You don't point that at somebody. You don't.
Because if you point a play one, then it teaches you to grab a real one and do that. And it's all about gun safety. So watch those. Do you remember the lady, the Gerber lady? That's on every food bottle. She is celebrating her 95th birthday. And you go, well, what does she look like now? Here she is on this.
She looks great for 95 years old.
95 years young. Look at that.
If I make it to 95, I hope I look that good at 95.
But you are a world famous person at that point.
Yes. I always thought that was such a pretty baby. You know?
It was. And I think they've done contests and stuff since then. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Gerber baby contest. Yeah, with people.
Is she still on there? Isn't she still on there? That'd be hard to replace that picture. I don't know why you'd want to.
I don't know. I mean, but I guess people send pictures of their babies in, when they do contests.
But the problem is, though, everybody thinks their baby's pretty. And if we all watch the Seinfeld episode, we know that is not the case now. Do you remember the ugly baby?
I'm gonna just not comment on that at all.
Seriously, did you see that episode of the ugly baby?
I didn't see that episode.
Where they went, whoa!
I didn't.
It was a scary kid.
Yeah.
If you saw the pictures there.
Yeah, but everybody thinks their baby is beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And they're not. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, there's some ugly babies out there. Not everybody knows that. Yeah. The cold hard facts of life. Anyway, good morning to you. It's already clicking on 8:30 as time flies away. This is the fastest hour on television there is.
It is.
It truly is.
It flies right on by.
Coming up, we've got more with Scotty Ray and Candace as we take you through this Thursday. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings. Idaho potatoes, a 5-pound bag, $2.99. Fresh blueberries, $2.99. Heinz Easy Squeeze ketchup, 32-ounce, $3.79. Piggly Wiggly self-rising or plain flour, a 5-pound bag, only $1.99. Piggly Wiggly cornmeal, a 5-pound bag, only $2.39. And twin pack Boston butt, only $1.49 a pound.
We're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Joe will take care of you for that Christmas meal also.
That's right.
Let's turn back the pages and bring up a few things. I totally forgot about this TV show.
I did too.
It was when I was a kid. Who remembers this? That's Incredible. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And they would do like a little amazing stunts and things of that nature. But Kathy Lee Crosby was one of the three on there. She's having a birthday today. I'd forgotten all about her. She was on a show called Coach also.
She would be, goodness, how old would she be?
Ooh, upper 70s there.
77.
So
my daddy was born in 1944.
There you go. Would have been the same age.
That's right.
But
yeah, I forgot.
That's just
I hate to say I forgot about her, but
I did too.
Yeah. But used to watch it all the time.
But it's just a blur in the back of my mind of even seeing it now. So there you go. What was the number one song in 1972, you ask? The Temptations had it. It was their last number one song. Papa Was a Rolling Stone was number one in 72 on this date.
That's a good song.
I couldn't identify that if I had to.
Really?
I don't really know that.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Was that big?
Yeah, it was a big song.
Okay. I just... I'm trying to think of another Temptation song. I know they had a bunch.
You probably heard the song, though.
Yeah.
You just got to play it.
1978 was a year that a lot of radio knobs were broken. It was people were trying to replace them because they were rushing to the radio to turn it off every time this come on because it wouldn't go away. It was just it was awful. I remember hearing it and thinking, if I hear this again.
No, this one I don't.
1978, the number one song was "You Don't Bring Me Flowers." Of course, Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand.
I was not. I'm not a big Neil Diamond fan.
Oh, you're not into Sweet Caroline?
Well, I mean, that song is a popular song, but just I don't know.
Crackling Rose.
Not a big Neil
Coming
Diamond.
to America. And he's unique, but for like 25 years, he was like the number one. And I remember looking at it going, say it ain't so. He was like the number one grossing concert guy for years that made more money than anybody else. And I didn't get it. But Neil Diamond was big back in his day. But Barbra Streisand, I'm just like, no, can't do it.
Yeah. She is a very good singer. She's a good actress, too. I might not agree with everything she says, in real life, I guess you'd say. But
I am, I said, Debbie says. I am, I said. That was huge. And there was a few more that just stick out that I'm just blank on. And I want to say Debbie went to a big Neil Diamond concert and paid like $500 to get in, didn't you, Debbie?
Oh.
Like she really wanted to see him.
Yeah.
But he's big in his world. It wasn't my pick.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We had another singer born that I also could not identify any of her music, but I know it's out there. Britney Spears was born on this day. And she is free, finally.
Yeah, finally. I think she's, what was it, a conservatorship that her father had over her. I never really understood that, but I mean, I could understand it for younger people, but somebody her age, that's just odd, you know.
But he had control over her money every single time there.
Yeah.
See, September Morn, that was another one of those songs. And what is that, Debbie, put there? Met? I don't know that one there.
He met. Did she meet him?
Oh, she met him. Oh. Ooh. Go ahead, girl. Denise Burnside, Love on the Rocks. I didn't know that one at all. So a few of those there. Let's see here. 1983, this would really change the world when it come to music videos. MTV was huge. It would be 1986, I think, before I ever saw CMT, but this was the video that changed everything. It was 14 minutes long, and on this date, MTV aired the entire 14 minutes. It's no big deal now, but back in the day, Thriller was put on there.
Yes. Like I said, we had a cheer camp song, or a cheer camp dance that we did to this. I still remember to this day.
So you could do it still?
Probably so, yeah. It would not be pretty, but yeah.
1986, you would wake up and find that this gentleman passed away overnight. He was such an influence to Lucy. I think we all, even though they divorced, we saw them still together. Desi Arnaz passed away back in 86 on this date. 69 years young.
I used to like watching them, though.
Oh, Lucy.
You got some explaining to do.
The way he talked was just so funny.
I know.
And you could identify with people arguing in the way it went down. He was a singer. This was a unique movie that opened in theaters in 1997. It would be your first chance to meet the guy that would be later Jason Bourne. And if I'm not mistaken, he co-wrote it with Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Good Will Hunting. Have you ever watched that?
I have not seen that. But I mean, I heard it was a great movie.
He's the janitor and walks in overnight while he's cleaning and solves all the problems on the school board, and they don't know who's doing it.
Oh.
Gosh, it's
I
entertaining.
I need to watch that. That would be a good movie. But I love the Bourne Identity and the Bourne movies. Those are so good.
Jason is really good. You know, he had a place in Mississippi south of Jackson for a while, Matt Damon did.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Sure did. 2001, we would find out that Enron was naughty as they filed for bankruptcy. They were scamming people. Imagine that. They filed for Chapter 11, and people lost their life savings due to them.
It's awful.
Been a lot of those Wall Street boys that, y'all know what I mean. Oh, I put this out of order, but in 1957, oops, this happened on this date, and I still go back and watch it because in the beginning of the movie, it was a little bit of acting, and it produced a song that a lot probably don't know now. It was called Free as a Bird. And I'm talking Elvis Presley, and Jailhouse Rock was released.
Doesn't this picture kind of give you an indication as to why Michael Jackson wanted to date Lisa Marie?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, he copied so much of Elvis's moves,
that's
really.
That's moonwalking.
Yeah, I mean, that's a Michael Jackson move, and he was done long before Michael.
I want to be free. Free. It's a great song. Y'all go back and look that one up. One of the better ones out of that movie. 1998, you would get your first glimpse of, well, maybe this guy really isn't a Republican like he says. He would later go on to sing at Bill Clinton's inauguration. He would also go on to sing at Obama's inauguration. But when Trump asked him to come sing, he was suddenly busy. Oh, but wait. When Joe goes in office, he's suddenly not busy and goes to sing. Garth Brooks showed his signs on this date back in 98 as he and Hillary lit the Christmas tree together. Now, I give Garth credit of being a great entertainer. I don't believe in his politics. He does claim to be a Republican, but he does hang out with the Clintons and that bunch, a whole bunch, and sing for them.
Yeah.
You choose. I'm not telling you what to like or not like.
Right.
But it's suspicious, isn't it?
It is suspicious. I mean, I don't, you know.
But
I like Garth Brooks' music and stuff, but I kind of, you know, lost interest when he was playing another role of somebody else and all that.
Chris
mess.
Gaines.
That was just kind of too weird to me. You go
The movie
into
never
retirement,
produced.
out of retirement, into retirement. Like, make your mind up.
And he just sold out, is it Ireland? Like unreal, like 80,000 or more tickets in like 20 minutes or so.
Really?
It's unreal what he's done in Ireland there. It's big there. 2016, maybe you don't remember this guy. He was from Vicksburg, Mississippi. He had a song called On the Left Side of the Bed. It was great. Mark Gray passed away on this date back in 2016. He was the lead singer for Exile.
Okay.
I Want to Kiss You All Over.
Yeah, I
And he
remember
went
that.
country after that. Wrote a bunch of songs. Janie Freaky's It Ain't Easy Being Easy. Secondhand Heart. And also, he done some songs for Alabama, if I remember. So,
Okay.
Mark Gray, a Mississippian there, passed away on this date. And I got this out of order, too.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah,
Is that
I
who this is?
laughed.
Yes.
1988, this was in theaters.
Yes.
And which version of it was it that we would see Presley be a sidekick in it?
I don't know. Because, you know, he
Naked
did
Gun.
the airplane movies, too.
Yeah.
Those weird.
It was like
funny-
Naked Gun 2 or 3 that she would join in. Priscilla would be it, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
The love scenes in it.
Yeah. It is funny. I mean, if you go back and watch those movies.
I liked
There's
it.
movies that are so ridiculous that they're funny. you know.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
To
yeah.
say the least.
Yes. Mhm. I hate to say crazy or any other words, but
That's
but
pretty
yeah,
close.
They are funny though.
So, remembering those movies on this tape, let's take and talk about the folks at Maple's One Stop Shop. Now, you can get a lot of things there, and of course, they're going to offer you the latest and lowest prices they can on gasoline all around town. They've got 4 locations. You'll see this location right there in Broadmoor, one of the places you can drop into. Now, they've got, of course, the community coffee program there to where you can get your coffee, but they've also got this cold coffee machine that does the caramel, the French vanilla, and mocha. There you
All
go.
right.
And for us hot coffee drinkers, the loyalty program there, 6 cup of coffee is absolutely free.
That's right.
Get
Who
it
didn't like
punched.
something free?
Yeah, boy, I like it too. And of course, they're always clean, convenient, easy to get in and out of. But go by and see them. They'll help you out there. If you need a cold drink there, and of course, they're always going to be clean down through there. If you need a Snickers candy bar, they've got that potato chips. And of course, lunch also. You can get that pizza, bag of chips, and a drink for how much?
$4.99.
Isn't that a bargain?
You cannot beat that.
No.
You can't eat lunch anywhere else for that.
No, you can't see them. Of course, the bait shop and lottery tickets, anything that you're looking for, including ice cream, yeah, they got it for you. Bonita Chevron, the Pine Springs store, or you could swing into Last Chance Tobacco on 493, including the Broadmoor Chevron on North Hill Street. See them. It's Maple's One Stop Shop.
I spent weeks in the hospital due to a careless driver. I could no longer afford to do it alone. I knew I needed help.
I'm Mississippi Attorney Richard Schwartz. I'm proud to represent the people of the great state I call home.
Welcome back. Eddie Seipel said that he really liked Mark Gray, one of the greatest voices he's ever heard.
Yes.
Exile was good.
I did not know. I mean, I know the group Exile, and I knew the song that, you know, you had mentioned earlier, but
I want to kiss you all over. That was the one song that
Yeah.
sticks out. And
It's a
there
good
were
song.
several more that they had that I'm just drawing a blank on at this moment there. So what happens when you book your flight, you're going to another city, and you get there, you don't have a car, but you go ahead and you set up and get your rental car. You arrive, and then they go, no, you ain't getting it. And you've got a piece of paper that says I can get it for $400 for a week.
right.
A law professor has gone viral over her rant with Hertz rental car during her Thanksgiving thing. They told her $400 and something for her car.
Which is high.
Yeah.
You
She
think
gets to the counter and it's $1,800 if you want the car.
that's ridiculous. That's a price gouge.
Exactly.
Right there.
She has
Yeah.
sent a letter and it's gone viral demanding her money back plus her Uber fees because she would leave one place and go to another rental place. She went to like 4 in the town that she was at. She wants her money back from that, and she says she also deserves a bottle of wine that you must pay for that's $89 since then. I don't think she's going to get that.
Yeah, that's going a little overboard
It
right
is.
there. You know?
But she wants
Yeah.
her money back. I don't blame her on that. If you get a piece of paper
Right.
saying it, but what they said was, we've already rented it. Well, why put your credit card up and pay for it in
Mm-hmm.
advance if you can't have the car? It's good to call people out, call their hand.
Right.
Maybe the executives don't know that this has been going on.
And I just wonder how they can legally do that. Like
a
how,
good question.
of course, nobody goes by the law anymore. I guess we know that. Well, I say nobody. Lots of people don't.
Yeah, but I think we know what you mean by that
Right.
statement.
Yeah.
We just live in a world of, what you going to do about it?
I know.
Nothing, are you? That's what happens out there in the real world. Do you remember, now, folks, before you go back and watch all this, and I need to go refresh everything I know about it, the lady that was in New York City and they had a protest going on, they surround her car, start beating her windshield in, jumping on her hood. She drops it down and drive and nails it and escapes because she felt for her life. Well, they took her to court and were accusing her of, and all that you'll see on most of the media is of her bumping a few people because they cut out the beginning where they were jumping on her car.
But she didn't run over anybody.
She bumped a few.
I mean, you can bump.
She didn't kill them or nothing like that.
Right.
But they were in front of her car and bop. But she feared for her life. They offered her a plea deal that said that she would get some community service, and she goes, "No, we are going to court. Y'all were trying to harm me." So she's headed off to court. We don't know how this will end up, what
Right.
type of judge she will get, but she did fear for her life as you go back and you watch the whole video to this.
Right, because you don't know what these people would do. I mean, what if they broke the windshield, pulled her out of the car? You don't know. I mean,
That's right.
when you're jumping on somebody's car, I mean, you're not a stable person. I'm sorry.
Here's after the car was stopped. The windshield beat in. They were all over her car.
Right.
And there was an elderly. It was a man when this first started happening that was taking his mother to the doctor.
I remember that.
Same instance. And we do hope she gets justice out of this.
Yeah.
If you block a road and start beating on somebody's car, what's going to take for them to get inside the car?
If you go back to what Judge Joe Brown said when the Rittenhouse case was going on, you're justified to take up for yourself. You are, because if a mob of people come towards you, even if they don't have a weapon, they're capable of jumping on you all at one time and harming you or killing you. I mean, they are capable of doing that. So you can take up for yourself. I mean, just because you're behind the wheel of a car, I don't know.
Here's the you see cars, you don't know who to put a face with, but here's the young lady right here.
Right.
That's who she is. Costello is her last name, and we wish her luck in her adventure for justice.
Because what are you supposed to do? Just sit there in the car and wait on them to pull you out, or get out of the car and run and hope that they don't beat you down?
There'd be no way to escape 50
There's
people.
no way. There's no way.
It doesn't take much to knock out a side. That's how all your stuff is stolen out of a car when you go shopping. That side window, police, you've seen them break into cars, get dogs out. It's easy to bust.
Well, remember, early on when all this craziness started happening, somebody threw a brick, but threw a car window into a back seat, and there was a baby in the back seat. I mean, you don't know what you're facing. They could shoot into the car. I mean, you don't know.
They really need to make a national, a federal law about blocking roads and jumping cars, of surrounding cars. Something needs to be done about that.
Yeah.
It's gotten out of hand, in my opinion.
Yes. Long ago gotten out of hand.
As we keep seeing this lawlessness across America, it's getting to where criminals don't even target people that may have something. Let me see if I can. You might can see here the video. Let me pull. Yeah, look at this. This right here. This lady here. She has a gate. And they run behind her gate and they steal her baby food and all of her backpack for her child. If you look at this picture right here, she has a gate, she's opening it to go walking, and they rush in as soon as she does this. This is in California. And they rob her of her baby stuff because she didn't have any money. Where is this going?
Crazy.
There was another robbery. I don't know the lady's name, but it was a great music icon.
Yeah, his wife, it was a forced break-in or something, and she lost her life.
Yeah, I've got that. Let me see if I can scan down and grab that.
It just seems like it's no end to the craziness.
Here's the story right here on Facebook. In Beverly Hills, of all places, which is supposed to be a very upscale neighborhood, Jacqueline Avant, a wife of music legend Clarence, they broke into the house and killed her.
Yes.
We've got to have judges across America that make examples of people to where it deters people from being copycats.
Right. Yeah.
That's my thought on that. And sad news, as we find out, and I don't know all the details, but the restaurant, is it Pat O'Brien's? This happened late yesterday. A teen tragically fell from the second-story balcony of it was late Friday night over the weekend and died.
That's awful.
You don't even think of something like that.
I know. Such tragedy going on in America, and then there's the chaos of people trying to scam people,
Right.
whether it be on the phone or like getting their credit card numbers and all kind of. It's just craziness all around going. I don't know. It's crazy to me.
Kamala, things aren't working out so great for her. She's had somebody else quit in her little entourage there. Her let's see who it was there. Her spokesman, her chief spokesman, who helped spearhead her approach to the border crisis, has quit. So she's got another big one because they say that there's issues between her and Joe, and people are departing.
Right.
She may or may not be there as vice president. You don't know.
Well, I mentioned Michelle Obama.
Now, that is a
coming into
rumor out
play.
there.
Well, I saw it on Fox. It has been mentioned that if something happens with old Joe,
She'll take the place.
Well, Kamala will come in to the spot, and then she would be possibly in with her.
That's not something that you want to rule out. That could very well happen.
Let's hope not, but I just think it's crazy. Crazy is my main word today.
Trump hints even more that he may run for president. He says, if you love our country, you have no choice. As he says that he came up with the vaccine, get ready for the elections. I think he's going to make that announcement. I would be beyond shocked if this man did not run.
I just wish he would quit dragging it out and just tell us something.
Well, they
keep
keep saying wait till after the election, because if he officially says I'm running, that the attention will go to him instead of the midterms, and they'll be focused on Trump instead of what needs to happen at the mid. That's why they say he's waiting. That's an explanation. I don't know if it's a good one.
Well, they had him this morning on one of the channels and interviewing him over the phone and asking him all these questions, and that was one of them. Are you planning on,
How did he answer?
running for the next presidency? And he said, well, if you look at all the numbers and the polls, I am. If you look at the numbers by what the people want, I am. Because I think they said he has like a 96% approval rate right now.
Even in the swing states now, Trump is beyond past Joe in any poll that you look at.
Well, I just think people are sick and tired of this mess that this administration has made of our country. They're running this country into the ground, and they're just hungry for some kind of a solution, and they're hungry for somebody who loves the country and wants the best for the country and is going to make the decisions that will be best for our country. And we know that we had that before. And
we don't have the budget settled. They're going to be voting on that one day this week. And Joe Minshew from West Virginia is not sold on this. Folks, I don't know if y'all realize just how deep in debt we're going each time they pass these free checks that they send out. Who will pay for this? Your children, your grandchildren, if we have anything left.
All these mandates and all of this free money going out and all this craziness is what is causing, so much
people not to want to go to work.
Right.
Too.
Nobody wants to work. Then you don't have, it's a trickle-down effect. It's like a snowball effect. You got, people don't want to work, so therefore you don't have people to unload things or carry, ship things. You don't have people to work in the factories or in the warehouses, and it's crazy. I know that a little bit of money coming in is better than none, but people need to work. If you're able to work, you need to work.
Yeah, if you can't work in the first part of that, I understand a little help getting by. Everybody needs some help, but there comes a point to where you can't drag it out forever and make a lifetime achievement out of it.
Well, let me back up when I say if you're able to work, you need to work. If you don't need the money, you got your own money, you don't want to work, that's your business.
Yeah.
But if you're able to work and you're you need money to live, don't depend on somebody just to give it to you, or the people that's working to give it to you.
There's also some parents out there going, tell my kid that, because they keep calling every month wanting more money.
Yeah. Well, I've been faced with that too, but I've always made my children get a job. I thought that it was important that they get a job when they were old enough to work.
Yeah.
And it was a question one time, well, how are they supposed to do that and go to school and do this? And I said, they learn to manage their time, and they learn to manage it, because when they get out of school, the real world's going to hit you right in the face.
There is a real world out there.
Nobody's going to give you anything.
That's right. Ain't nothing free in this world.
Yeah.
For a little while, it may be, but someone will pay in the end. Trust me on that. When it comes to deer and critters, what do you do when they come visit you? Well, go to Chet's Paint and Body. My friend, I talked to Chet just a day or so ago. They have seen a lot of deer lately. And if your car has been harassed by one, come visit Chet, and they'll put it back to the way it looked before that. Little reindeer have been dancing all over things. Even possums in a low car can cause a problem.
Right, they do.
Yes, it is. Garbage cans, objects in roads.
They love to gather in the middle of the road. Not just one, but several.
But there's other incidences to where you bump each other. Even your own car can hit each other in the yard. Somebody put it in reverse and not look.
Or people don't like putting the buggies back where they go with the local.
And what about the old boy that's got the trailer hooked to his truck and forgets it's there and puts it in reverse? You sideswipe your own truck with a trailer.
Right.
Chet can fix you there. From front end work to the whole 9 yards. Aluminum beds, they take care of that. Let a professional, somebody that's going to back up what they do. That's what they do there. If they give you the word, it's gold. It'll be there tomorrow. They'll stand behind it. See them at Chet's. That's the paint booth and more. This is the office. When you drop in, they'll handle it from there after they take over. Insurance claims, taking care of anything that you might need, and, of course, getting you set up on your rental car. Chet's Paint and Body, where honesty is, well, that's where it begins, at Chet's Paint and Body. See them today.
I'm Michelle from Oxford, Mississippi, and it took one call, and that was all. I called my Mississippi attorney, Richard Schwartz, and he got me $287,500.
If you need me, Mississippi, remember, one call, that's all.
And welcome back. A quick mention of the Omicron we've had our first case in America in California.
Yes. I think they have quarantined the person, but
South Africa is where this stuff is coming from. We'll watch it closely and let you know. Hopefully this is going to go away and will not be a national crisis.
From what I understand and what I've been, hearing, it's not something to panic about, that it's kind of like a flu for a couple of days maybe. But
the WHO, that world organization that we're now back in, that Joe put us back in, recommends anybody over 60 just stay home. Don't go visiting anyone is what they're suggesting. Take that for what it's worth coming from them.
Yes.
Wash your hands. I'll say that.
Sanitize your hands.
You were bringing up about scams and things. You had somebody that brought up to you another scam lately.
Yeah, yesterday I was told that someone's grandmother got a phone call, and it sounded like it was from a police department or somewhere, and that her grandson had been arrested for something, and they were trying to get her to pay a bond, I think, over the phone with a debit card or a credit card. And they even went as far as to supposedly put the grandson on the phone. And he even called her by memo, I think, the name that they call her. So I don't know where these people get their information at.
They hack.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you send a text.
Well, they could hack your Facebook.
Correct.
They could look at pictures and see what comments and what you call people and what their name. But anyway, they're professionals at it. And I don't think she did give them any money, but look at the people. And I think she called her granddaughter about it and was like, found out it was a scam. But look at the people who probably don't do that and just automatically, pay it and don't know. So just be aware. And you had another one, right?
Yeah, we brought up the one about Natchez earlier about where they were somebody calling and claiming they were a judge and they were going to be arrested if you didn't pay $6,000. That's going on in Natchez in Adams County, Mississippi now. So beware. If it happens anywhere else in the state, it's going to make its way here. So that is working about.
Yeah, if somebody calls you and says your computer's messed up, we see where your computer's messed up, we can fix it over the phone, just pay us this fee. Don't do that.
Yeah. A quick blurb, as it looks as though the justices may lean toward Mississippi. They haven't ruled on it yet, but it looks like they may uphold Mississippi law about the abortion, which mean a domino effect later if they do that. It has not been determined, but it sure looks like they may lean with Mississippi and go with it.
Right. So it's basically they're trying to get people to turn the decision making over to the individual states.
Correct.
And some states, they say 20-something states could possibly ban it altogether. But I think Mississippi has it to where after 15 weeks you can't abort a child.
And that may be the answer to where each state, and then if you don't like the way your state is, you move to a state that supports states' rights.
Right. But every child, that's a life, that God made.
Sure is.
So we want to protect that.
We'd like to say thank you. We are coming to the end of our fast hour once again.
We are.
We say thank you to each and every one of you. Without your comments, you joining us each day, whether it's on your phone or on a computer or on television, we say thank you.
Yes, we do. And don't forget to send in your pictures if you have any of your Christmas lights.
Yeah.
So we want to post it.
See you tomorrow. Thanks a bunch.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by